I can't hear you, Don.
How about now? But unmute myself. Welcome to another episode of A Whiskey Kind of Day. What's up, Gabriel? How you doing?
Man, I am here. How about yourself, brother?
I'm hanging, bro. Hanging by a thread, man.
You having one of those whiskey kind of days, huh?
Actually, it's a Bailey Irish Cream type of day. Okay, a Bailey Irish. Well, so listen, I work at night from 9 until midnight, and so I used to do my drinking during the day, and I've got to lay off of the tequila shots now and go for something a little bit light, a little bit not so heavy.
Hey, man, listen, you are constantly surprising me with these drink choices. So, and listen, I'm not mad at you, but like you said, welcome to another episode of Whiskey Kind of Day, and it is a virtual happy hour where we talk about the life of entrepreneurship, the good, the bad, the ugly, and those moments most important that make you say,
"Damn, I need a drink.
I need a drink." As he said, he's drinking Irish Bailey and what?
It's a Bailey's Irish Cream.
Bailey's Irish Cream. That's a liqueur, and he's doing his thing. And I am drinking some 1884 Uncle Nearest, celebrating business life and all the things that make you.
I mean, see, your day is done. My day is only just begun. Like, I don't get off until I literally started working about 4 hours ago, and I don't get off until about midnight, and then won't go to bed till, I don't know, 1 or 2. Then got to wake up at 10 o'clock in the morning. So I'm screwed.
Hey, man, it is a life that you chose, but you do it and you do it well. Hey, man, cheers to you on the new show. I heard it's doing amazing, great success. The publicity is out there. If you haven't had a chance to download the app, people, please go download the app. Don, tell them what the name of the app is.
It's KBLA. Just search on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, KBLA. It's a radio station, black-owned radio station that Tavis Smiley, along with a lot of celebrity investors, including Ice Cube, Bill Maher, some NBA players, all came together to start. It's going to be a network that's going to run across the country. LA is the first stop, so we're kind of ironing the kinks out before we expand this digital brand all over. So it's 1580 on the AM dial here in Los Angeles. Progressive talk radio, unapologetically black, unapologetically progressive. We are the voice of the community. So all those people that were out marching out in the streets, whether they were black, white, brown. This station is the voice for them, and it's not it's about us, it's about you. And so this is for your voice to be heard. You can download the app and listen anywhere in the country. You can also weigh in. There's an open mic feature. You can send your comments and directly into the studio. And it's it's been going off great. It's tiring. This is the hardest radio job I've ever had in my 20 over some years doing radio.
Why is that? What makes this so much harder than what you've done in the past?
So I predominantly throughout my whole career worked on music radio stations. So, there's breaks in between, there's about 5 breaks an hour. And usually during the show, I can kind of cruise the net, look for stuff to talk about. And I already have an idea, but find out stuff to talk about and get everything prepped. Here, I have to prep the whole show because there's no music. I'm the product. And because I'm the product, there's a lot more prep work, a lot more prep time that has to go into it. So I'm spending 3 to 4 hours a day curating a conversation that we'll have from 9 until midnight at night. So it's just a lot more work on my end. Not that I'm not grateful for the opportunity. It's just a lot more work on top of the 1,000 other jobs that I got.
What? Here's the most amazing thing. I think when we first started this series, Whiskey Kind of Day, one of the things that we first talked about was expanding the brand and understanding that being an individual is also part of that brand and being able to sell yourself as an entrepreneur. Yeah. And you made it very plain that you're not very interested in the sales aspect of who you are, although you do it well. And I said that. And now here it is. You are the product that is absolutely going out on this airway. And it is well-deserved, brother. I think you're amazing. So now everybody else get a chance to see how amazing you are without all the music and all that good stuff. So cheers to you on that, brother.
You know what? The hate is already coming in. Somebody hit me up. One of my things, I've been on the radio in Los Angeles for over 10 years, and I'm the personality that you love to hate. And so I got a DM the other day that
are you about to blast him?
Well, I'm not going to give it a name, but somebody says, my mother was not happy with your BS last night. She said, tell Don, who wants to work 15 jobs? She told me you're lucky she had a new patient last night. Otherwise, she was going to call in and bitch me out.
Oh, wow.
And listen, I have a different view on things. I'm lightweight conservative, a lot liberal. You know, we were talking about that there were about 2 million people who are on unemployment who do not want to return back to work, and because of unemployment, they're not going back to work. And I couldn't. In the conversation we were having was I couldn't believe that those people didn't want to go back to work. I just thought that the work wasn't paying them enough money to return to work. But you know, there were counter arguments made that basically said there's a lot of our Caucasian brothers and sisters who don't want to return back to work regardless of the money because they like their free time. So that was the conversation we were having.
You know what, man? That's interesting you say that because today's show is about food service franchising, and one of the largest industries that was affected by the pandemic was the food industry. Was it fast food chains or restaurant chains? Either way it go, the food service industry was mostly impacted, and because of unemployment, it is also still one of the industries that is still being affected because it can't get people to work because of the unemployment assistance that's been added onto it. And we got one of the most amazing guests today that probably can chime in on that. This brother, I've been a fan of his work before I actually knew who he was.
Really?
Man, listen, Williams Chicken. When I was growing up, there was a Williams Chicken down the street from where our house was, and we used to. I'm not gonna say it was like one of those celebratory meals, but it was when things were going pretty good, man. You was able to go and get you something to eat, but at the same time, man, you still able to get affordable stuff too. Like this was back in the 90s, man, where you can get a 2-piece and a biscuit for like $1.99. You know.
So Williams Chicken is named after him? Like he's the owner of the massive franchise? He's not a franchise.
I'm gonna let him dig into it. In my understanding, it is a family franchise from the origination of it. Wow. But it's not my story to tell. But this is an amazing brother, man. I've got to learn more about him as a person, and I've got to work with him on some other things. And everything that he said in his bio about him being part of the community, for the community, an activist, pushing people to do better things, joining and forces to grow businesses. I've actually kind of jumped on some of the things that he was doing and kind of adapted it myself. And he is 100% everything that he said he is, man. But Tim Williams, I'm thrilled to know this brother and to be able to learn more about him today.
Hi, Mr. Williams. How you doing?
How you gentlemen doing today?
I'm good, sir.
If I get you to tilt your camera down just a little bit,
hold on,
or your laptop down. There we go. Perfect. Right there. Perfect.
Hold on. Let me put something behind. Hold on 1 second.
So while he's fixing that, for those on the West Coast, because we don't have Williams Chicken on the West Coast, what is that comparable to that we do have out here, franchise-wise?
You can compare me to the Churches, the Popeyes, the KFCs of the world.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So you oh wow. So as I was reading your is it Vitae? I had to look that up.
Say, hey, don't blame me for that. Blame on marketing people.
I had to look that up. It says you have over 40 franchises, which is not that. First of all, that's not an easy thing to do.
Over 50.
Over 50.
Hey, let me help you out, brother. You really, I'm not a franchisee. I'm the franchisor.
Right. No. Okay. So that's what I just figured out. I thought you were the franchisee. I didn't know you were the franchisor, as Gabe was just explaining this here. That's not an easy feat to manage, let alone get people to buy into and expand to over 50 locations. That's like generational wealth you're building right there.
Well, let me give you a little history. So everybody, okay. I'm just fortunate to have the last name Williams. Actually, the gentleman that started Williams Chicken, he is African-American male. And everybody think he's my dad, but I tell everybody he's too young to be my dad. I'm too old to be his son. But he do have two sons that work in the corporation with us. Gotcha. The founder name is Hiawatha Williams. Okay. He started Williams in 1987. He spent his first, I guess, he worked for his first job in college. He was a cook at Church's Chicken.
Wow.
By the time he graduated college, he was the manager of that location where he started.
Wow.
Then he left there and became a district area manager and a district manager, I believe. So when it's time for him to get that next promotion, keep in mind we're in Texas and we're in the South, and we know it's the early 90s. And they 80s, and he had hit the glass ceiling with that brand.
What was it about the glass ceiling? Was it the
you got to realize in Texas, so that means all the other Caucasian managers would have to report to him, and upper management down in San Antonio wasn't having it. So he made a decision in life to leave and start his own brand.
Hey, that makes sense.
So 3 years later, I show up. My background is real estate and finance. So I was working as a commercial real estate agent, beat the street, cold calling, trying to make a living. And I called on him about doing I had a building that I need to lease. And so I called on him about leasing a building. And he leased the building. Him and the gentleman that owned the building, which was another African-American man, neither one of them had enough money to pay my commission once the deal was done. So Mr. Williams said, "Hey Tim, come by my store every Monday, and I'll give you a check to pay your commission." And that's where our relationship started. So went by the first Monday, got my check, left. When I got in my car, I said, "Tim, you should have took another deal." Now that's when the sales stuff started coming out. The sales. And so when I went back to pick up it took him 5 payments to pay me my commission.
But he paid you.
He paid me.
That's the key point.
Hey, that's actually pretty dope.
He's a man of his word.
I don't mind working with this. I'm a person that do not mind working with you as long as you pay me.
Yeah. So and then I went back, took a deal for second time, third time, took another deal. My last check, he said, "Well, Tim, I think I'm ready for another location." So I did the third store for him. And so me trying to be the entrepreneur that I am, I knew in order to do more stores with him, his books had to be right, because they're already suspect of us anyway. Yeah. So I started helping manage his books in his real estate. So then he hired me as a consultant to help manage his book and handle the real estate as we was trying to grow. And here I am 30 years later, still there. Me and Mr. Williams.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So how were the books when you got a hold of them? Because I knew some of us are not really good at dotting the I's and crossing the T's when it comes to bookkeeping. We've had. I said, how were his books when you got inside and looked at them? Because some of us are not good at dotting the I's and crossing the T's when it comes to bookkeeping.
The book was okay. The bookkeeper at the time was a foreigner, and they didn't believe in paying taxes. So they was keeping these books like paying tax because they didn't want to pay taxes. But if you don't pay, one thing about being in business, and if you take nothing else out of this, always remember that if you don't show that you're making money and pay taxes, you'll never be able to borrow money.
Right, because if you're always showing a loss and you're keeping all the money, nobody's going to want you. Nobody's going to, and that's the name of the game of business.
Yeah,
you have profit, and you gotta show that you're paying for the taxes and profit.
And so, and then I also say, well, if you cheat Uncle Sam, then most likely you cheat me. So
wow.
So that's kind of, so I will keep that side of keeping that straight. So yeah, I ended up firing that. Once I got in position where I could, I fired that bookkeeper.
Right, because it's like we need to expand and grow, and we got to show no matter how if we got to take a short-term hit, money for long-term growth. Then let's just get it out the way, knock it out, and then there's a strategy long-term as a plan.
Yeah, absolutely.
It looked like you started having whiskey kind of days early into this whole process.
I have had a whole lot of whiskey kind of days.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, when you looking to expand Williams, because you're over in 50 locations right now, what's the process that you go through to say, we got a location in Oak Cliff, we got a location in Plano, let's go put one in Dallas, let's go put one in Irvine. Like, what are you looking at as far as that this business is will be viable in this community and will make a profit? Like where are you going data wise, or do you just know the streets?
No. I do my homework. I look at my demographics. How many people in a 3 mile radius? How many people in a 1-3 mile radius? I look at the racial makeup because I don't want to. I'm not gonna survive in a neighborhood that's 90% Caucasian. It ain't gonna work. And so I look at what kind of income that neighborhood have. If the average household is $25,000, I'm not gonna make it there either. So I do studies of the location that I happen to run across. I look at the demographics. In the demographic specific, I look at how many people's in the 3 mile radius, the average household income, what is my racial mix between white, black, and Hispanic. How many other more chicken restaurants are going to be around me? What's my competition look like? So I do a little homework and that's the real estate side of me come out. And I think that's what made myself and Mr. Williams fit, that I didn't know anything about cooking, frying chicken. And he didn't know really a whole bunch about real estate and financing. So that's what we did. I stayed in the office, took care of the day-to-day, make sure the bill was paid, make sure the sound was off our back, make sure we pay the state controller, because in the state of Texas, the last person you want to have a problem with is the controller.
Because they will they will decertify your business, knock you off, and make it hard for you to do business.
They do that. They go show up with the state trooper.
They're going to show up
with their guns on their hip and their receipt, and they're going to take all money in cash register and some on your person and give you a receipt and stay there and take money as long as people bring and put in your cash register.
And now, Gabe, you wonder why I don't come back to Texas. It's because that's some old laws of the West.
It sounds like to me that you got a problem with paying the controller. That's what it sounds like.
No, I just got a problem with people showing up at my door with guns
run me your register. They just like gangsters. If you pay, they don't show up. You stop paying, they show up.
Show up. You got the Texas Marshals and the Texas DPS at your door. I'm like, man, I can't deal with that.
Yeah, they coming. Trust me, they coming.
Hey, Tim, I want to ask you. So, what was? I guess it's safe to say that you helped build this brand as it was kind of in the beginning stages of. What was some of the things that you focused on as far as the brand is concerned, other than quality food?
Giving back to the people. Miss Williams, he's a very religious gentleman, and if you look at our logo, it's dedicated to grow, serve, and give back to the community. And we didn't have the budget to advertise on television and radio and all that stuff. So how were we going to get the people to come to our restaurant? So we concentrated on the churches in the community around us. We would go to 4 different churches every Sunday. I would go to 2. He would go to 2. We make a couple $100 offering in the plate, and ask the pastor to say something about Williams Chicken. We'll pass out flyers, coupons, the whole 9 yards. So we had to do what we had to do.
Wow.
That's dope.
That's called beating the block. I'm out here beating the block. That's what that's called.
Wow.
And then we went into the schools, especially elementary schools, and we gave free chicken away to the kids. If they just showed up for school, they didn't have to be the great student. Just show up for school. And we would give a coupon. But one thing we did know, if you give a kid a coupon, they're going to make sure mom and dad take them to that restaurant so they can cash that coupon in. So now they got mom and dad opportunity to come by, visit us, and chase our product. And that's how we kind of grew our market. We had never, ever had a mass. We tried television, radio, maybe for about 6-7 months. I said, nah, because I couldn't justify my return on my investment. I couldn't see it because it's such a big. So it's so big.
Did you see a return off of or was it just too little or not enough to justify?
I couldn't tell whether our sales didn't go up enough to justify what the money we were spending. Now I give you an example how we was doing the grassroots thing with the coupons. If I pass out 100 coupons and I got 60 of them back, I'm good. If I got 70 of them back, I'm good. And that's what was happening with the schools. And so the kids really forced their parents to come by the store, and then we had an opportunity for them to taste our product and see our prices, and they found out that it was an Afro-owned company. So
there's actually a philosophy, and it's kind of also in the music industry. Is first you get the block, then you get the neighborhood, then you get the city, and then you get the state, and then you get the rest of the country, and then you build it just like that, because you got to get the block first, then the neighborhood, and once you keep building like that, everybody starts spreading the word about you, and you get this kind of earned media through word of mouth, which you can't really pay for.
Right.
Radio and TV, very expensive. They do work, but nothing is more powerful than word of mouth, because you can't buy that level of trust on the radio or TV. You know, have you tried online social media marketing for any of the?
Oh yeah, we have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. You know, my marketing lady, Tasman Ali, she's phenomenal. Her and her team, I think she had about 6 people on her team, and they take care of all our social media. You know, if they depend on me to take social media, we'd be in trouble. But she takes care of all our social media, and they do a fantastic job.
Have you tried social media ads at all?
Yes.
Has that worked out for you at all?
Absolutely, it is. In fact, we just get into it because after we came out of the pandemic, we revamped our Facebook and everything, and then we also went to online ordering. And with that, we have done all that. We invest quite a few money. We changed our whole marketing budget for some things like that. So we are buying advertising on digital advertising on in social media and things of that sort. In fact, Gable, I got something that I'm getting ready to do that I know you're going to be a part of.
Okay.
But I have to tell you offline.
All right, sounds good.
Hey, listen, I'm here for you too. If Gabe's here for you, I'm here too. I got a megaphone. So listen, if you need some help, I'm here. I got you. Come on now.
Once we get this nailed down, then we'll come back and tell the audience.
Okay. All right.
But I gotta keep this on my hat. Hey, I'll be back, but I gotta keep this on the hat till we get all the ink on the paper.
I dig it.
How did the pandemic affect your business? Because I would think that the pandemic would have grown your business, or at least flooded you with massive amounts of orders, because everybody was staying home and ordering food, and you said you shifted to an online thing. Did it hurt you or did it help you?
It helped us. In fact, probably 75 to 80% of our business anyway is drive-through and carry out. We have a restaurant. The only thing, you can't even go. We don't have lobbies. And so we closed all the lobbies in our restaurant, and we just ran the drive-through, the walk-up window, and we carried the product out to the customer. Our business, from 15 to 18% up during pandemic. So it didn't help us. We just was blessed to be in the right space. It had the right product and the way we deliver our product to our customers. So it was it didn't hurt. It did not hurt us at all.
Gotcha.
Hey, a friend of mine just messaged me and said, "Can he get a coupon for some Williams chicken?"
I don't know. Do you have any? I don't have any.
You don't have any coupons? Wait a minute.
No, man. The chicken's already cheap enough. Why I need a coupon?
Let me ask you a question.
I said the coupon is built into the price, huh?
Every time you show up, they have a coupon.
On a personal level, do you feel bad for all the chickens being slaughtered here to feed the people?
Not at all.
Oh, wow. I've seen
either people could eat them or other creatures could eat them. So either way it goes, somebody gonna have some chicken.
I've seen farms, and I've wanted to, I love farming. It's something I've always wanted to do, but I just have a problem. That chicken was running around the farm 2 minutes ago. Now it's on somebody's plate. But I'm like, it's the circle of life, and I get it.
Done. I'm sorry. I can't see you in a farm having some over.
I could be in a farm. Listen, I'm about self.
Done. So what do you think about the trees? You got to have a house. You got to have heat.
I know, but the trees are alive in a different sense. But you're right. You're right. They're alive. You know,
that was probably the best comeback to that I've ever heard. That was pretty interesting.
But I mean, do the trees got a brain and eyes? Are they walking around? Are they cute pets? No. There's an emotional connection with the animals.
Do you have a pet chicken?
I don't, but my co-host on the radio has had 2 chickens. One just got killed by a coyote. And she was distraught over it.
Well, I mean, but the reality of
it was mangled in her driveway. I was like, wow.
Hey, Doug, but the reality of it is a tree does produce oxygen in exchange for carbon dioxide, which we need to live, and that's a very valuable thing.
It is. Listen. I try not to think about it as I eat the fried chicken because I love fried chicken. Let me just say that I love.
Yeah. So, what do you drink? Is that water? You're sticking to water today,
or is it vodka in a water bottle? Oh, Casa! Why is everybody drinking Casa Amigos right now? I don't know. It's the thing.
I've been drinking for the last 3 years. Everybody just catching up.
Everybody is catching up. It has a different taste that I'm not used to.
I'm gonna have to look into that. Casa Amigos, huh?
Casa Amigos. It's everybody's picking up on Casa Amigos right now.
And there's 3 brands. You have the Blanco, the Nejo, and Reposada. I drink all of them. I'm a Jack Daniels man. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Now I go there. Yeah. I'm a Jack Daniels man. I drink the Gold, and so yeah, I'm a Jack Daniels man. I drink the Gold all the way back.
A good cigar.
Oh yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
Shout out to D Out of Shape Lounge.
Yeah.
9 Count Wisdom Road. That's my normal home to do the show, but
that's our home.
Yeah, he's a member as well. Yeah.
I'm member number 3.
Wow. Number 3. I'm member number 800 and something. I don't know. I'm just happy to be a part.
Hey, listen. I don't know if you guys are going to be going this, and you're probably not, but since you're talking about the cigar lounge and being out in public, we're going to get shut down here. Or no, not shut down, but we're going to be ordered to wear masks as of Saturday night again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's 11:59 Saturday night is when the mask mandate comes back in because the COVID spike has popped up from 2 per 100,000 to 10 per 100,000. So I don't know if that's going to be coming your way pretty soon, and you're going to have to wear a mask while you smoke your cigar with a little hole through the middle, or what?
Hey, no. Hey, I'm gonna wear my mask. I'm gonna wear it once I get into the cigar. But see, the good thing about our lounge, it's big enough where we can social distance.
Yeah.
So yeah, we not on top of. We have a very live.
Gabe broadcasts live from there when he does his show, and it's a very beautiful lounge, and everybody. It seems like a nice little social club. Just very.
Come down and hang out. You do.
Yeah, and get some chicken.
Gotta get some with the coupon I already wrote into the price.
Yeah.
So can I ask you a question about sourcing your product as far as sourcing from farms? Are you sourced locally in Texas? And did you have any supply chain? Did you have any supply chain?
Okay Foods.
Did you have any supply chain interruptions? I'm sorry.
No.
Because I noticed there were some poultry farms that had supply chain interruptions, and some people were speculating that ICE was raiding a lot of these plants in Arkansas, and I want to say maybe Alabama also, with a lot of illegal immigrants that were working in the plants, and that may have created a disruption as far as getting chicken out, because I think Popeyes had a disruption with their chicken sandwich or something like that. But I don't know how true that is. I just didn't know if that affected your business or not.
It's all about relationships. See, I personally went to to the farm to OK Foods and make sure that in my distributor, it's all about your business network. So I visit with my food distributor. We go to lunch, play golf, and do some at least once, twice a month to make sure that we not interrupting it. Now, the craziest thing is I can't get cups right now with my logo on it because of the manufacturer, for the same reason just talked about.
Wow.
And so something, but I'm okay with that. But as long as I have chicken and French fries and corn fritters, I'm good.
I take those are everything else. Sellers.
Oh well, chicken is,
chicken is chicken.
Yeah, so and hey, everybody know who it is. So for my sack can have my logo on it, I ain't too much tripping about the cup and the napkins. I live with it.
Let me ask you this. Don touched on this earlier. We'll go back to franchising. So a franchisee comes and or a prospect comes and they want to become a part. I know that process can be very stringent at times. What are some of the things what are you looking for when it comes to a potential franchisee?
I look at them, trying to figure, do they have any type of management experience? Mm-hmm. Because you're going to be managing people, you're going to be managing money, you're going to be managing product. So do you have any kind of management experience? Mm-hmm. Whether it's food, individuals, whatever, but because you have to have some management skills to run a business. Then we go through and then you come to our store. Depending on where you are, you're going to train at our store from 2 to 3 weeks at our restaurant. And we're going to teach you everything. Cooking chicken is not rocket science. Okay. It ain't that hard. It's just a matter of being. Mess it up. Yeah. But they do mess it up because they just won't follow the rules. If you follow rules that we set, then you're good. So the good thing about franchise, and I heard someone was talking about buying, how's franchise working, is you selling your product. You sell something that you have built, you have put it in writing that you can teach. It's like going to school. Someone sit down in front of you and talk to you how to say your ABCs. Someone sits down and talks you how to count 1 through 100. It's same thing in the restaurant business. Especially on franchise, if you can show someone how to repeat your product, then your chance of being successful franchise is good. That's why you see the big franchises that were McDonald's, the Burger King, they're consistent. Everything's pretty much the same, and that's what it's about, because we have got it down to a science where we can teach it back to somebody.
Have you ever had somebody say, "Hey, I got this recipe that I want to pitch to you. Maybe we can make this chicken better"? Have you had anybody?
Let's put fried okra on it and let's change it up.
Yeah. And that's why I tell them, you need to go start a Gaber's chicken. Hey,
but you're absolutely right, because you have a proven method that has worked over time. Don't mess with it.
Yep.
Don't go creating your own special sherbet sundae on top of. No, keep it simple.
Yeah.
Follow the game.
And you signed an agreement that's what you would do.
Right.
And I'll hold you to the agreement that you signed.
Hey, let me ask you this, from a perspective of just an entrepreneur in the industry of food. What would you say is the most important thing? Quality over service, or service over quality?
Both. It takes both to be successful.
No one or the other. You got to focus on both.
Yeah, I think I've seen franchises get sloppy over time.
Yes.
And I think people will put up with it for a little bit, and then they'll just get turned off if they have too many bad occasions at this one spot, unless they're in a desert where there's no other place to go, which I think is what leads to getting
what they do. They go find another one that's doing it right. Because, I have people tell me all the time, well, I live so-and-so. I don't like that Williams chicken, so I bypass that one and go to this one. So, and I tell my franchise partner, if you're doing it right, they will come. But if you're not, they will bypass you and find someone who's doing it right.
What does it mean to do it right, though, when it comes to, because you're trying, and this is a hard thing, you're trying to serve volume on a quick basis to people who are impatient. So what does it mean to get it? How do you make sure that the chicken is freshly hot, ready, not cold, served quickly, and get you out of drive-through?
That's what we teach. We teach how to, how much chicken do you have available? And with technology, you can kind of tell you what times you're going to get busy. Because we're creatures of habit. Right. We do basically the same thing. We repeat the same thing over and over. So, and it's not hard to do if you follow the process that we already have set in front. We have stores do 2.5 $2.3 million a year. Then we have some that do 700, 800,000. Why is the difference? One is quality product and location. And so we put chicken on a warmer. We know chicken's gonna stay hot for 45 minutes once you take it out the shortening that we cook it in. You put it on that warmer, you turn it down so any shortening that's caught up in it drains down out the product so it won't be greasy. So if you're
not giving away no secrets, are you here?
No.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have no secrets. We don't have any secrets.
This is the process chain. Basically, if you know at 2:00 I'm going to get 300 people coming through the drive-through, then I need to prepare X amount of chicken ahead of time, have it waiting so that I can get them in and out of the drive-through at basically very, very fast. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure you have a computer system that tracks your sales over time that can give you what you need to say, hey, listen.
Give us the data that we need to know so we know where we are.
Yeah, exactly.
And so we know how much money to pay controller.
If somebody wanted to franchise Williams Chicken, like what's the initial investment, if we can talk about that? I'm not sure if we can. We talked about that you need to have some type of management skills and you're going to be looked at. Is there a initial cost to get into this type of situation? Well, and are you expanding outside of Texas?
Yes, actually, I'm getting ready to build 3 stores in Chicago.
Nice.
Wow.
Yes.
That's good.
I have a franchise partner that has some other business in Chicago, and they want to bring Williams to Chicago. And I know my brothers in Harold Chicken. I know them. They're part of the franchise, but it is what it is. They wrote your check, and I sold it to them. Wow. But to get back to the franchise fee is $25,000. And what do that $25,000 to get you? It gets you right to use the name, the brand, go through our training, and get to use our supply chain and the whole 9 yards. Now, what I can't put a number on or tell you is, are you building something from the ground up, or are you going to go lease or buy existing building and remodel and make it fit? And if so, does it already have fryers in it? Does it have a walk-in cooler? Does it have a vent hood? Does it have handicapped bathrooms? So all those questions I can't answer. Yeah, I can't answer.
Build out.
Yeah, the build out because it changed from location to location, or you building one from the ground up. But the good thing about our brand, if you buy a brand, you want to build one from the ground up, we give you a set of plans and we give you 3 to choose from.
Oh wow!
Let me ask you.
You simplify everything.
So yeah. I know some franchises. Once you pay that franchise fee, they give you the nuts and bolts of the business, and you kind of own your own. You guys provide additional support throughout the years of operation.
Yeah, our people don't have to worry about marketing. Our marketing people do that. They don't have to worry about where do they get the product from because we provide that. You have to worry about where do I get my sign made. We can tell you where you get your sign made. So we hold your hands as much as possible. What we can't do is make you get up, go to work. We can't make you follow the rules, things of that sort. That's something that you have to be willing to do yourself. But everything else is pretty much cut and dry. That's the beauty of a franchise. A franchise is designed for turnkey, that you really don't have to really think or figure out how to do something, because that's why you pay the franchise fee.
Yeah, it's already planned out. All you got to do is just come up with the capital,
follow the plan,
get the people to come in there, and it basically sells itself.
It's chicken,
every single day I look at different chicken places here in LA. There's always a line. There's always a customer base. Even when you go to, let's say, these restaurants on the weekend, you're getting chicken and waffles. Chicken is a thing.
So Doug, you're saying that every day you're going to get chicken?
Every day I probably eat chicken. I'm just going to say I've got 2 staples to my diet.
But earlier you was complaining about the chicken being slaughtered.
See, I wouldn't go there.
I try not to think about it. Okay.
Come on, man.
Listen, I've got 2 staples to my diet, which is raw fish, which is sashimi, which I love to eat, and fried chicken is the other one. Those are the 2 main staples of my diet. When I try to keep it light, it's always the raw fish. You know what I'm saying? But listen, my mouth waters for some freshly cooked, beautifully fried, greatly seasoned.
What's your favorite chicken place in LA to go to?
So I'm not really a big fan of a lot of the franchise chickens like Popeyes. Church's is pretty decent. KFC I'm not a big fan of. There's a place called not the Yard. Do you remember this restaurant at the Beverly Center game, Yardbird, but not the Yard House, but Yardbird Southern.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
They brine their chicken for 24 hours before they fry it, which gives it a unique flavor.
So do we.
Yeah, see, and that's what I like. And you don't get that when you go to KFC, Popeyes. You just get spicy or oregano or whatever. You get seasoning on top.
No, so I did not know that you were a chicken connoisseur. This is amazing.
Well, you don't understand. You haven't really tasted an amazing chicken until it's been brined in a liquid for 24 hours before it's fried up.
This is amazing.
No, before it's fried up, because it turns chicken and it's a totally different taste.
You're absolutely right. We some people refer to it as brine. We call it marinade. We marinate ours for 21 hours. That's an old church's recipe.
Hey Tim, I think Dunn needs to get a franchise. He has a passion for chicken. This is new. Radio and chicken.
Hey, it seems like he knows what it takes to be successful.
Well, listen. What I know what takes to be successful is creating a product that everybody buys, but being different from everybody else.
Yeah,
most people are not going to sit there and marinate their chicken for 21 hours. It's probably going to be frozen. It's going to be seasoned, and they're going to be able to just put it in a fryer and push it out. And that's why, like, I don't. KFC.
That's different. We don't. That's why if you do it like that, then you will never sell. Then you can't buy frozen chicken.
Right.
So it's always going to be fresh.
You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate when there's somebody who's thinking outside the box of how can I make this product different than everybody else, but still serve it as quickly as possible as everybody else does. And that's what separates you from everybody else.
This is absolutely amazing for me.
Right.
I would have never guessed it. I would have never.
Tim, what are some of the, we talked about a lot of the great things that being a franchisee and your story, which is absolutely amazing. And I wish there was a Williams Chicken. I would go buy it today if it was here in LA. But let's talk about some of the hardest things you've had to deal with as far as being a part of this corporation and in business. I mean, were there massive setbacks that you had to deal with that you
those whiskey days
that made you drink at the end of the day?
I would say, well, having access to financial capital, you know, it's the same thing all over the United States. You know, you had to figure out where you gonna get your money from to expand. You know, to get open. You know, one thing about us, once you get open, then your revenue become self-sufficient. Right. But if you want to grow fast or in a big mass, then you got to find somebody who's willing to loan the money. And I don't care what they said, redlining is still alive and kicking today.
Wow.
Redlining in regards to banks loaning you money, because
banks loaning minorities money.
Listen, let me tell you something. So the owner of the radio station I work with, Tabitha Smiling, he very successful individual. People know his name.
Right.
You know, for him, he went and got investors, Ice Cube and Bill Maher. I mean, these are all his friends that they called and they put money into. But getting an SBA loan was an enormous, massive hassle that took its massive time. And he started the process May of last year, didn't finish the process until I want to say May of this year, of trying to get capital to launch a radio station.
Yeah.
And this is a Black-owned radio station. They wanted him to have skin in the game. He's got $1 million and some change of his own money in, along with investors. I think Wells Fargo SBA put $5 million in. You know, it's a $10 million operation compared to with everybody that's put in. But he was just talking about how they don't want to give minority business owners money. You know, it's very hard for us to get money to start our own business to make it out here. And you're right. Access to capital is the most important thing, because the more capital you got, the easier it becomes.
You know, when I was doing financing, that was one of the biggest things that I always pushed people towards, was trying to get those SBA loans. But that process, it really came down to the business proposal, the business plan that you had in place. There was some true hurdles in that platform that the SBA was really looking for in order to put you in position to even gather some money. And if you did not come to the table with a solid plan and some of those key factors that they were looking for, it was literally, kind of merry-go-round type of process. You were going to be in that process for a while before they gave you the real information that you need in order to get past to get to that next page to actually get to some money. So you're absolutely right. When they look at demographics, they are looking for some other specific things to make them say, okay, so this may be in this particular area, but it has this, and this that works in its favor. And that's not always the case when you're trying to just get a business off the ground. It's a process. It really is a hard process.
So how did you overcome that process of navigating the redlining and for looking for capital to expand? Because I know you were, trying to, let's say you want to expand 2 or 3 locations at once, that's some startup capital that you need. I mean, you can do it over time through saving money throughout the business, but if you want to go now, you need, hey, I need $3-4 million to kind of get this off the ground, need a short-term kind of loan, maybe 5-10 years, pay you back. How did you navigate the redlining with banks?
It was a long. We put a long-term plan together, and we put back X amount of money every month for expansion. So Mr. William and I had to be very disciplined in what we did and how we spent the money. For what I was doing and the work I was doing, then I probably could have made more money faster. But I made a decision with the help of my uncles. I know I got a little hot-headed and said, well, see, you know what, I can go work for somebody else. And I was getting all kind of job offers. And my uncle sit me down after he finished cussing me out. He said, you got an opportunity to work for a black man.
Right.
Doing something good,
right.
Something, and you want to sell out to go make a couple dollars over here. They probably gonna fire you after they get Williams closed. So why would you want to do that? And he was that old school gangster, like his own business. And I felt like I couldn't leave then. And so
did you understand that before he told you that? Like, did you understand that perspective, or was that kind of him enlightening you?
I did, and you get the age, you start feeling yourself, start smelling yourself. Wow. Yeah, I went through that point in life, and they helped me get over it very fast, and so then when you realize that I remember days that we pay our employees, we pay every Monday. It might be Wednesday if I get my check. Because we paid everybody, all our employees, all our business, all our bills, and what was left over, we got paid.
Oh wow!
Right on.
That's great management. That's great business because you got to take care of the store.
Yeah,
you take care of the people that take care of you.
You got to take care of the soldiers that are on the ground.
Yeah,
yes sir, yes sir.
And so we self-financed ourselves for a long time. I mean, we probably had maybe 5 restaurants open, doing $2-3 million in sales, everything, good cash flow, good P&Ls. Nah, it went touch because we was in the wrong zip code.
Wow.
But not even if you want to, even though you're showing a profit, even showing the margins are small, profit margins are big, overhead is low.
Hey, go back and ask Tavis. Go back and ask Tavis. All the playing field, the rules are not equal. They're not level. Unless you find that good one that really don't care, they just want to make a deal. All the numbers line up like they want. But some of them, they'll find a reason not to fund, and you had to get past that. And by the time we got past where we could self-sufficient, I didn't need them because we were buying because with my real estate background, every lease I did, I had an option to buy in it. So when I got enough money, I was buying them back. So out of the 11 corporate stores we have that we own and operated, we own 10 of them. I don't lease.
That's amazing you said that. We actually had a guest a while back who jumped into a franchise, and he said one of his franchisee peers, the first thing they told him is he made a mistake by not actually getting a loan to build and buy the lot versus leasing it out.
Well, because you're transforming the company not only from a chicken business, but also into a real estate business at the same time, too. Because if that business fails, you can just lease it out and still make money on the property. And there's money coming in later on, or sell the property. And real estate always has a value to it.
Right.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Wow.
Well, I'm gonna ask this last question, Tim. So is Williams Chicken go get in this chicken sandwich fight or what? Like what's going on?
We've been had chicken sandwich for the last 5 years.
And listen, let me tell you something. The chicken sandwich was overrated. I had the chicken sandwich. It wasn't nothing to be like.
Who chicken sandwich did you have?
The Popeyes chicken sandwich. And it was like, and maybe it was me. Maybe I'm not black enough to really understand the chicken sandwich. I went and got the chicken sandwich, but I couldn't understand what people were ranting and raving about, other than it was viral hysteria and everybody wanted to be part of the viral aspect of it.
I have no idea what started that, but we've been having chicken sandwich for a time, and that's fine. But I think we had the best chicken sandwich out there. They just had to prove me wrong.
What's up? We need a coupon for the chicken sandwich.
So man, we already had a conversation about that coupon thing.
Well, look, when I come back, I'm going to make a point to come visit Gabe some point in my life. I don't know when.
Come on, man. You know you love.
The first thing I'm going to do when I touch down is find a Williams Chicken. I wish I would have known about you when I worked in Dallas. But the first thing I'm going to do is go find a Williams Chicken and support you, not only because of you, but only because it's a black-owned thing. And I gotta do the taste test. I gotta see what it's about.
Well, come on down and find out. And my brother Gabe there, I don't know what he's on today about this coupon thing. As many cigars and drinks he get from me, now he want to do.
Hey, why don't you ask him for some coupons for some cell phones? Be like, what is cell phone coupon is that?
I got you all day long.
I set him up with fraternity. I get him in spots. I get him in places. I don't know.
What more do you want from me?
Yeah. What's on the
chicken sandwich? I want a chicken sandwich. What?
I tell you what, Gabe. Meet me at the attaché. Oh no, you can't do it tonight because you got some other stuff going. Yeah. But let me know, and I'll bring you a sandwich. I ain't gonna bring you no coupon, but I'll bring you a chicken sandwich.
That's a deal. Yeah.
If people want to reach out to you to franchise Williams Chicken because you're open to expanding outside of the Texas region because
yes, I am.
Where do they need to go if they want to find out more information about expanding into Williams Chicken? Find out more about the brand.
Go to our website www.williamsfriedchicken.com.
Okay.
And click on the button that says franchising.
Yeah, $25,000 is a very low entry fee for a product that's already established.
The fact that he's saying that even after you're in this process of the franchise, that they're going to take care of all these things and he's going to continue to help move that's gold. People don't understand. That is gold. When you got a franchise that's going to sit there and make sure that you maintain your success, that's what you need. Yeah. That's exactly what you need.
Even like my people in Chicago. I fly to Chicago, I give them a set of plans, I meet with their contractors, and then I visit the buildings. I say, hey, we like this. I ran the demographics for them. And at the end of the day, you get to make your decision. I'll just tell you pluses, minuses of what I see based on our experience. Right. Because at the end of the day, if my franchise is successful, then I'm successful. Because how I get paid off the royalties. So the more you make, the more you sell, the more I make. So, I'm invested to make sure my franchise partners do well also. But like I said, I have franchise partners with 3 and 4 stores. All of them, but 2. Most of my franchise partners have multiple stores because we try to help them. And when people bring us stores for us to look at, I usually turn out and give it to one of my franchise partners because we have enough stores, corporate stores for myself and Mr. Williams, and pay our staff to make a good living. So now what I am doing, I'm building the brand. So when I decide I don't want to work no more, I have revenue coming in. I don't have to worry about it. It's nothing like that mailbox money. Well, now it's direct deposit money. It's nothing like that direct deposit money.
You're looking for the checks that come through the mail. But one last question before we'll let you go. What's the average, and I don't know if you can give it, if you can, not. What's the average one can expect to make off of a decent profiting Williams Chicken store?
Our average store, which is not FDDD, which is a disclosure that we have to give, our average store is going to do about $750,000 to $800,000 a year.
Okay, so minus cost is your profit somewhere in there, basically.
Right, and we work off of we try to make sure our franchise partner and us, we work a 25% payroll, labor costs, and we try to keep at least under 40% food costs. When I say food costs, that include clean supplies and everything else. Wow. Then you're gonna have another 10% on miscellaneous. utility bills, just insurance like that. So we try to make sure you get about a 20% profit off of
the franchise, after everything's paid.
Yeah. So
okay, so that's
so you take 750, 800,000, you make 20% profit off of that. Then you do it. Then you can add another 4 or 5, another 5-6% if you're the manager owner. That means you're not paying the manager's salary. But we try to fix where the manager's salary is in there, and hoping that you focus on opening more stores. And then you can take,
and that's what the goal is.
Yeah, that's the goal. Is goal is between 18-20% profit.
Yeah, so you get about 5-10 stores under your belt. And they're basically, you just got to make sure there's a manager running all of them, and they're running basically on themselves. You're walking away with maybe a couple $1 million at the end of the day, or give or take. That's not, you know what, for $25,000 entry cost just to get the franchise, and there's other costs as far as construction, business, and stuff like that. I think that's a very reasonable business prospect. That if it, you got a solid product and you can grow it,
it's great.
Duplicate it. It sounds great, man. Mm-hmm. And so,
absolutely great.
Tim, thank you so much for sharing so much information and letting us know about the Williams brand. I am excited to, when I get to Dallas, the first place I'm going to go. I'm going to the Anytime Fitness of your friend to work out. I'm going to get some sign made up at your other friend. And then I'm going to go get some chicken.
You should go get the chicken first and then go work out.
And then I'm going to get food at your store. So I'm going to visit everybody we have on this podcast. I'm going to do it because we got to support. We are a village and we got to support itself.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And support. But I'm definitely going to come down there and support you. And thank you so much for all the information, straight gems you dropped today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, my pleasure. My pleasure. Hey, but call me. I got something for you.
I got you. I definitely do that.
All right. Don't forget, when you can say it, come back on the show.
All right. We'll do it.
All right. Thank you, Tim Williams, everybody. Williams Chicken. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Wow. What an amazing guy, man.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, that was amazing, man. That was absolutely amazing. Like, I got this conversation we've had brain now. I don't know if I need to look into getting a chicken franchise. It's
$25K, man. $25K. You're already happening. Listen. Let me know. I'll put some money in on it. Okay, if you want to go in on it.
Hey, don't tell me what a good time done.
I got some racks over here sitting. I've got some money sitting around here. It's just sitting in a drawer. If I got. What do you want? I mean,
that's what we do. That's how we do it.
It's just money sitting around here. I can, if you want.
Hey, okay. As soon as I have this call with Tim, then we get all that squared away. We go.
Look, that'll be something that actually bring me back out to Texas.
Hey man, listen, I am amazed at how fluent you are in chickenology. This is fantastic.
You have to understand that I'm a connoisseur when it comes to restaurants. It's something that I go to, from high expensive restaurants to very low franchise restaurants. I look at how the price points of everything, what's overpriced, what's underpriced, what's good, what's worth the money, I learn about it because it's something I love to do. But Williams here is just this Williams chicken thing is like, if they marinate and brine their chicken, that means that they're a step above everybody else when it comes to cooking their chicken, because everybody's just, they've got even Popeyes, it's like, it's okay. Same thing with churches. It's just okay. It's okay when there's nothing else around, but when you have a better alternative to go to.
I am absolutely amazed at how passionate you are about chicken.
I'm not passionate about it's business.
Okay. Whatever works, man.
As always, we want you to check out the FUBU store, which is in Arlington,
Texas, 2500 East Pioneer Parkway. Come hang out. Come check us out. www.fubumobile.com. We can service you online, or we can service you in person. Nationwide, 4G LTE, the same great network. Whatever we need to do to help you out, that's what our goal is. And one of the things I was talking about that I took from Tim, being very active in the community. I was already had that as part of my business model, but when I had a chance to partner with him and seeing some of the things that he was doing stuff on a whole nother level. And I realized that it was not just something to think about doing or half do. It was something that you really needed to make I really needed to make a commitment to as part of my business model. And so I did take that from him as a very, very active part of my business model. So yes, anything that we can do to help out FUBU Mobile, that's what we're going to do. And Artistry in Motion Massage Studio in Arlington and in Las Colinas. You can come check us out at www.relax@aim. So Don, also when you come in town, I got a massage for you.
Oh, happy
in town, man.
Happy ending?
No, happy, no happy, sir. No.
I'm gonna listen. If you're recommending it, I'm gonna go because everybody that you mess with are just everybody you know who's been on the show have been nothing but just kind-hearted, great individuals that have that are working to better themselves, share a wealth of knowledge, and so I'd be happy to support them as they've supported this show. So I'm there and I'm down. We got to end this show. There was one other thing I was going to ask you. I forgot. We got FUBU Mobile. Are you gonna be anywhere tonight? No.
I'm going to be. I just finished being on a cleanse.
Well, you're hungry.
Yeah, I just finished being on the cleanse. Because I got a big birthday coming up, and I got a big event coming up with the birthday kickball tournament. My team is going to be a ringer team, so. I'm getting like all the ringers to come out and play on my team so we can beat everybody real easy. I'm not going to play. I'm probably going to be starting the celebration of my birthday.
You're not going to play on your own kickball team. No, what I was going to say also, if you want all the information for Williams Chicken, it's in the description on the Facebook links, on the YouTube links. There's information, so just click on that and you can follow that to their website, Instagram, and all that stuff. How you going to have a kickball team without being on the kickball team?
Like I'm going to be the coach. Man, I'm going to be a coach.
Did you not play kickball in elementary school?
Yes.
All right. You should. It's like riding a bike. You don't forget.
I didn't say I couldn't play. I just said I was going to be a coach. That's all.
Okay. You want to be the guy. You want to be on the grounds. You got my guy. He's not out.
Exactly. I want to be the guy yelling at the umpire. That's what I want to be.
Like, you are wrong. All right. You with your drink in your hand with the whiskey.
You already know.
Birthday shenanigans. All right, until the next whiskey candidate, thank you for hanging out with us. And tell Mika and the baby I said hi, and you guys have a great. And once again, thank you to Tim Williams. The information for Williams Chicken is in the links in the description. If you want to find more information out about that, if you're in Dallas or you want to franchise that, definitely reach out. Good brother. Thank him so much for hanging out on the show. And until next week, I'll holler at you later.
Absolutely. Everybody be safe, be kind, be good, and be successful in everything you do.
There you go.